I would say, first of all, say yes to every single thing that you get offered. Don't project, I can't do that for free, or I'm not sure if I know how to do that. Because if you won't, there's 10 other people that will. Hi, I'm Darcy Gilmore, Department Head of Makeup on The Voice. I'll be sharing some of the behind-the-scenes insights from my experience on the show. Okay, what inspired you to pursue a career in makeup artistry, and how did the journey lead you to The Voice? So I think I started in retail and realizing that actually it was attainable, and the more I talked to people, the more I sort of was enveloped into their world. I started working for NBC News 100 years ago because they needed somebody at the last minute. I said yes, and it's kind of been a family relationship ever since, everything NBC. And I ended up coincidentally meeting Audrey Morrissey, the Queen, and she actually asked me to do a pilot for her. And it wasn't supposed to be like a big pilot. It was just sort of to get things on camera. And she walked by the makeup room and she said, "Hey, Darcy, actually, I have a show coming up, and it's a music competition show. And I was wondering if you'd like to be a part of that, but I'll tell you more about it, but you're gonna have a blast, so let us know." Adam Levine and John Legend are known for their distinctive styles. How do you approach grooming them to ensure they look their best while maintaining their unique looks? That's a good question. It actually matters because you do have to work with their complexions and the tones that change each season, each portion of the show. It would seem like it's a seamless beginning to end season, from the blind auditions to the lives, but we take an entire calendar year to shoot one season. So they come back looking completely different. It's fun to sort of reassess and think about how grooming can look the best at that moment in each lighting, because we also shoot several different locations for one episode. We have a reality location, we have exterior locations, and we also have stage locations. So the makeup and grooming really matters. Can you share any fun or surprising stories about working with the coaches? I'd say some of my favorite moments are when I find out something about a coach that I never knew existed. One time when I was watching Chance the Rapper perform for the lives, he was sitting behind the piano and singing, and he had the most beautiful voice that I really cried. I was weeping because I couldn't believe how beautiful his voice was, and he moved me in a way that his voice was cracking. He actually felt it, and so I think the audience felt it, and that's when I literally downloaded the song immediately, and I just fell in love with his voice. There's also a time where Chance actually is, you don't know how funny he is because he's stoic when he's on set often. He's very serious, he's very professional, and our post team had a sort of behind the scenes coach piece that they do, and it's called like a finale package, and they come up with amazing gags and silliness, and Kira Thompson is really funny. She created this storyline where Chance and John are going to have a dance-off, and you would never know this by looking at Chance, but he walked out and took himself very seriously. He was literally dancing and cracking up, and everybody behind the scenes are also cracking up because you can't believe how serious he is, and he's legitimately, doing a dance-off with John Legend. It was really funny. And then the other thing is, you may or may not know about Adam Levine. He's quite an athlete, so he can actually balance objects on his face. So he can balance anything from a hat to a broom to I don't even know what. He was on SNL one time and they were getting him to do this. And he's done it on stage too on The Voice. He's very talented. What advice would you give to an aspiring makeup artist who would want to work in television? I would say, first of all, say yes to every single thing that you get offered. Don't project, I can't do that for free, or I'm not sure if I know how to do that, because if you won't, there's 10 other people that will. So I would say if you're a makeup artist in the union, you have to stick to being a makeup artist as a category. But I would get my cosmetology license, which you don't need to do makeup, but you need your cosmetology license to do hair. And I would have gotten my hair license and to work into a salon when I'm not on a TV show. That's one thing I would do, is I would always suggest that you have a plan B, that you could bring income into your life without waiting to be called for work. So it's like perpetual motion. The more you do, the more you'll be asked to do. So I would say have other abilities and other qualifying jobs that you can do that will lead you into being more of a broad hire also for talent. So if a talent knows that you have a license to do facials or manicures or haircuts, then you are already ahead of the game. If you want to be a union artist though, you have to just stick to hair or makeup. So that's kind of the condition. Tune into The Voice Mondays on NBC or catch it the next day on Peacock. Thanks for watching.